Why can't you convert your leads to appointments? Why is it that your leads ignore you? Why did they ghost you? And why is it whenever you get through to them, they say, no, I was just browsing, I'm not interested in buying or selling my home? And then why is it that a week later they'll buy or sell the home with someone else, another real estate agent, right? So what I realized over all of the coaching calls we've done, training hundreds of real estate agents, the biggest problem we see is that most real estate agents think that lead generation is the problem. Once you've generated leads, you have a different skill you need to learn that's going to help you convert more leads to appointments. And what you need to understand is that these are two completely separate skills. So what you need to understand here is that leads are just a way for you to get you to a goal. But the way you actually get there is not through the leads, it's through your conversion systems. Right? What are the systems you are using to get that lead who was a cold lead into a booked an appointment and a closed deal? Think about it. What are the systems you're using? Once a lead comes into your pipeline, what are the systems you're using to convert that lead into a sale? Right? Because leads are one thing and a goal is another thing. So if you want to close a deal, if you want to list a home, whatever it may be, leads are just the fuel. The way you're going to get to your goal is through your conversion system. So think about it like this. Think about you have a car and the car is your conversion systems. If you have no conversion systems in place, if you don't know how to cold call, if you don't know your scripts, if you don't know the follow-up strategies, if you have no systems in place, what's going to happen here is you're going to have a shitty engine. Your car is going to be terrible. So you can put as much fuel as you want into it. However, on the journey to get to your goals, you are going to be leaking out everywhere, right? You are not going to be efficient. You are not going to be effective. So what you need to understand is that leads are just the fuel. The engine, which is going to be the vehicle that's going to get you to your goals, is your conversion systems. And you need to realize that these are two completely separate things. One skill is to get leads. Now you can get leads through cold calling. You can get leads through running ads on Facebook, Google ads, Facebook ads, sphere of influence, whatever it may be. That's just your fuel. What you need to learn is how you're going to convert those leads into appointments. And that's the biggest roadblock we see most real estate agents face. Now, this might be a stupid example, but I just want you to understand. So think about it like this. On the left-hand side, you have your lead generation, which is paid ads, outbound, sphere of influence, referral, cold calls, whatever it may be. And on the right-hand side is your conversion systems. Now, I need you to think about yourself as a real estate agent as two separate people, as two separate skills. But what you can't do is think that lead generation is going to solve your problems, because it's not. You're going to get leads, but if you don't know what to do with them, if you don't know what you should be doing on a daily basis to convert those leads into sales, it's all for nothing, right? You could be the best lead generation expert in the world. You can have thousands of people in your pipeline, but if you don't have the right conversion systems in place, it's all useless. And it works in the other way around. You could be the best closer, you could have the best conversion systems, but if you don't have a pipeline full of leads, then it's all useless anyway. So what you need to understand is you need to put these two things together for you to be successful and for you to hit your goals. But look, I know this is a stupid analogy, but if you put those two skills together, you are going to become a real estate agent that's going to be successful, because you're going to have lead generation sorted, you're going to have your conversion system sorted, so you are going to get more booked appointments and close more deals. And the great thing about these two things is that they're both skills. They're both two things that you can learn. You can learn lead generation, you can learn conversion systems, you can learn scripts, you can learn these things, and think of this as an opportunity. You can learn these skills super easily. It's just you putting in the time. So I just wanted to give you an example of why this works, so you can understand the concepts in your head, right? So think about this chart here. The first thing is leads generated. The second thing is engaged leads. The third thing is qualified leads. The fourth is appointment set. And the fifth is deals closed. So if you can understand this pipeline and this journey that you have to make throughout converting a lead into a closed deal, you will start to understand where you're going wrong. So think about it like this, right? Whenever a lead is generated, most real estate agents that join the program and join our coaching call go straight for, let's go on an appointment, right? They go straight to the close. Now the problem about this is that you haven't built trust, you haven't built credibility, people don't know who you are, people are not going to want to go on an appointment with you because they've known nothing about you. So the moment you start understanding this is the moment you realize why most real estate agents fail when it comes to lead generation and booking appointments, because they don't know the different stages to convert a lead, a cold lead, into an appointment. Right? Some people go from lead generated straight to the selling and closing phase, which you can see on the right hand side of the screen. And that's the reason why you're going to get ghosted, why you're going to get ignored, why you're not going to set any appointments, because you're skipping 3 different phases. What you need to understand is that in every single phase, you should have different tactics and scripts to start doing this. It is generated. The first thing you have to focus on is getting the lead to engage, asking open-ended questions, getting them on a call, getting them to respond to any text messages. So the tactics you're using here are completely different than when you're going to ask for an appointment. Right? Once the lead is engaged, they answered your call or they answered your text message, then you need to qualify the lead. You need to think like a doctor. You need to be a property consultant. You need to figure figure out where they're at, what type of homes they're looking for, if they're looking to sell the homes, why they're looking to sell the home. You need to understand their situation before you can start asking for an appointment, because you're going to either waste your time, you're going to waste their time setting appointments when you don't even know if you can help them. So to understand is that each individual phase, each individual number, and each individual process has to have different skills that you need to learn and different scripts you need to use in order to get that lead to be engaged. So I'm going to be creating another video explaining to you each individual phase, breaking down the tactics and the mind frames you should be going into these calls and messages whilst you are in each individual phase of this process, and that will help you get a clear understanding of what you should be doing, how you should be engaging, how you should be qualifying leads, and how you should be booking more appointments. Click on the subscribe button down below and you'll be notified as soon as I post the next video, which is going to be breaking down the qualifying stage, breaking down the selling phase, and helping you understand what you should be doing on a daily basis to convert more leads into appointments.